What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. It's the 10th of June 2025. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. We're starting at the base of operations and we're going to do the vendor reset. So right off the rip, we've got a terrible named backpack, so don't worry too much about that. We've got a good converted SMG9. This is the better of the two. It rolls with damage target out of cover. It's also got streamline on if you need it for your library. Good all around. Pick one of these up. It's probably worth having. We've also got a foul with damage target out of cover as well. So even though it's not a best in slot gun, it might be worth picking it up and putting it in your stash, considering we have all that extra stash room right now. We've got a Grupo backpack that could be crit chance, crit damage with composure. Maybe you're going to use it with the new smart cover skill. Apart from that though, as always, the mods are terrible. Let's move on. Clan vendor has got an invisible hand to change the headshot to damage target out of cover. Hardwired knees, future initiative gloves and a striker's mask. All pretty well rolled, to be honest, as well, which actually makes a change. We've got some Legatus knees with crit damage on, so these could be crit chance, crit damage, but not really best in slot. There is some R&K holster here, but it status effects and skill damage, so unless you're going to put skill repairs on with one of them, pretty meh. Everything else though is trash as always, so let's move on. Countdown vendor this week has got a lefty. Pick it up, put damage target out cover on it. Really good versatile weapon because of perfect sledgehammer. The Baker's Dozen as well, maybe for people that are newer to the game, but it's rolled absolutely perfect. All you need to do is optimize all of this and you are good to go. Let's move on. Okay, we're at the bridge in Brooklyn, the new vendor. He's not really got anything to write home about here. There's a profit, but perfect determined is not as good as regular determined, so maybe not one to pick up. He's got a whole mix here, just trash, right? I mean, again, we've got Legatus knees that could be crit chance, crit damage, but yeah, nothing to write home about. There's some Legatus holsters here with headshot damage on, but again, it definitely probably wouldn't be anything that you would use. 11% PFE if you really need one, but obviously 12 and 13 are better. Let's just move on. Okay, so we're at the theatre. There is a mop if you want it with fast hands on. Just take a little bit of optimization, then you can put the talent to whatever you like. There's some DNH knees with weapon handling on, so these could be weapon handling headshot or crit chance, crit damage, depending on what kind of pistol build you're doing. Might be worth picking up. Everything else is garbage. Let's move on. Alright, down at the castle, there's a cricket if you want to pick it up. Probably put crit chance on instead of health damage. Everything else, though, it's just not worth bothering with. All trash. Let's move on. Alright, so at the campus, there's a dare if you want to pick it up. Change the accuracy to damage to target out of cover. Nope. Change it to crit chance and then you'll be all good. There is a tactical 308. I actually love this gun. And it's all set up and ready to go. There's a couple of things like that this week. Damage target out of cover and determined. I'd probably re-roll the determined so that you can just optimize the E3 and then re-roll it back to the determined. That would probably be the way to go. There is a Sokolov mask with headshot if you're doing some kind of SMG headshot build. But everything else is garbage, so let's just move on. DZ West this week has got a Virginian with damage target out of cover if you want to pick it up. It's just perfect. Don't need to change anything at all. There is, as always, some Rigger gloves and Umbra initiative knees. It seems like they're here all of the time. There's a SIG 716 CQB with damage target out of cover on if you want to change the talent to whatever you like. Also, there's some Wyvern gloves with skill damage on. Could be skill haste or status effects. Really good options with these. Probably pick these up if you need them. We've also got some Healer Guard knees with armor regen on. So again, pretty good for a tank build. Everything else is garbage, but obviously this all requires DZ credits. So if you do need anything from this vendor, you're going to have to go and do some DZ. Let's move on. Vendor DZ East has got an Ekim's long stick, just like mine. Pretty well rolled. Just change the mag size to damage target out of cover and you will be good to go. There's a GR9 with crit chance already rolled on it, meaning you can put the talent to whatever you want. That is great. Tip of the spear mask, Foundry bulwark holster, an Alps holster, but unfortunately it's got skill damage on, so you'd have to put repair skills on this with it, so not really the best. Everything else though is kind of garbage. Let's move on. DZ South has got a grudge that you can pick up, put damage target out of cover on it, and away you go. There is a measured assembly backpack if you need it, an Eclipse protocol chest piece as well if you need it. Everything else is rubbish. Let's hope the New York vendors have got something good. Alright, Haven, we've got a G36, no good. We have got a classic M60 here with health damage on. You could change this to crit chance, use measured, although it's going to take a lot of optimization for the LMG damage. I probably just wouldn't bother. We've got a shiny monkey chest with skill haste on, and Overwatch if that's something you're going to do, but again, probably not ideal. Just like everything always is at this vendor, it's just a random mess, so let's move on. Looking for Roy to save us. He's got a perfect Thunderstrike SMG. If you want it, just change the mag size to damage to target out of cover and you will be golden. Everything else though, I mean, is just not good this week. No, absolutely terrible. Come on, max PFE mod. That is a dream. That's going to be it for the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.